Hi guys, DVD Mike. It's not especially a rant, this, more of a... well, I suppose it is a rant actually. I say too much on these videos. I'm badass at the moment, that's all I seem to be saying. The problem I have at the minute is with my newfound addiction to Blu-ray. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing. There's another I've been through Laserdisc, DVD, God knows how many formats, VHS before that, and I've always paid the money for the premium versions, and I've always been willing to part money for a film I really like, that looks really cool, or is the best I can get the version of that film. This has never been a problem. There's been a few Laserdiscs with what Laserdisc aficionados know as laser rot, where you get little white speckles all over the screen. There's not many of those, mostly from Sony's, I believe it was their Los Angeles plant, which was just appalling. There was no real problems on DVDs, apart from double dipping. Maybe a few discs came out with different extras. The main problem I have at the moment is with Blu-ray. Now, what should be the best picture quality you can buy, the best sound. Now, some films live up to this, some films don't. I don't mind so much if they have no extras. I have no problem with letting the movie breathe. Fill that disc with great picture and audio and I'm happy. The extras become less and less of a problem for me nowadays. I don't tend to watch as many as I used to. The problem is when you get a perfect picture from a 35mm print, you scan it in digitally from the D1 master, or you create a new master, and then all you do is you stick DNR on it, which is digital noise reduction. Now, anyone who's watching this, please stop right now. If you have a TV that's made in the last 5 years, go on, and there probably is going to be a digital noise reduction or a digital video reduction or something like that setting on your TV. Turn it off now. All it does is take away bits of the original picture. People don't realise, well, some people don't realise, that 35mm film has grain on it. 60mm even more. 70mm has, but it's very, very tight grain. People don't seem to realise that that's inherent of the film. That's what the format is, it has grain. Robbing the grain is just the same as colorising a movie in my view. If a movie's black and white, it should be black and white. You shouldn't add something to it. Taking something away from it is even worse. Because if it wasn't meant to look smeary, then it shouldn't. The problem is, all these people are going out and buying Blu-ray players and high-def TVs think that all high-def broadcast stuff should be... not broadcast stuff, all high-def footage should appear 3D, holographic-like, and smooth, like it's filmed in a studio. Well, not everything is filmed in a studio, not everything was filmed on HD video. Some stuff was filmed on film. Film is not perfect like video. It has scratches, it has wear and tear, it has grain inherent in the image. Removing this grain is such a bad idea. All you end up with is something that looks like a Photoshop filter. Now, there's many films that I've bought that have this. Dark City's quite a bad offender. The Italian Job's pretty bad, mainly because it's such a good film. I'm talking about the 1969 original, not the Marky Mark remake. What they've done is they strip away the grain and leave you with nothing, you know, left. It just looks horrible, and it shouldn't look horrible. It should look filmic and natural. This has also stopped me buying something I was quite looking forward to, which was the Star Trek Motion Picture Collection, the 1 to 6 collection, the ones with Shatner and crew, because apart from Wrath of Khan, they've all been blurred and smudged, and they just look absolutely horrible. Now that could have been 100 quid in Paramount's coffers. I could have quite easily paid that, and would have paid more. I'd have paid £200 for a perfectly transferred Blu-ray collection. And what did they do? They threw that money away because they obviously didn't care what they were putting out, and they didn't care what people thought. They just thought people thought these sci-fi films should look like they were filmed yesterday. But they weren't. They were filmed in the 70s. And they should look like they were filmed in the 70s. Now there are some restoration jobs that are quite well. Most of the Bond titles turned out quite well. And what Lowry said when they did that was they wanted the films to look like they were set in the 60s, not filmed in the 60s, and that's a good way of putting it. I recently saw Woody Allen's Manhattan in a 4K digital transfer in the cinema. It looked stunning. There was grain, it was just beautiful. It looked like film. It's projected digitally, but it looked like film. Black and white, 35mm, looked stunning. The Blues Brothers I just saw in a 2K digital remaster in the cinema. Grain, I mean there were some problems with that print, but it still looked like a film of its era. It didn't look stupid and smudged and blurred, so it can be done. And I imagine it costs more money to do the DNR than just putting out a normal print, so they spend a lot of money on these things, and it's a waste of money. Anyway, this is going on way too long, but in short, studios, leave them alone. It's, for people who got annoyed about George Lucas messing with Star Wars, exactly the same thing. Leave them alone. Until the next DVD update, Stevie Mike saying see you next time.